Hey friends, good morning. It's 9 a.m. Monday the 2nd of December. This is going to be another video week in my life, probably more like 2 weeks because it'll be last week of regular school plus finals. I'm going to try and be better about when I record things and how I record things. Try and actually show you some stuff that I'm doing rather than just giving you an update from my car every like 6 hours. Yeah, so hopefully this video will be better than the last one. I definitely feel like I learned a lot while recording the last video. So, well, with that, let's get the day started. I know I said I wasn't going to film in the car as much, but this is a convenient time to do it. So I just spent a couple hours on campus working on my operating systems assignment. Spoiler alert, it's a lot harder than I was expecting it to be. It's also due tomorrow. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't go too bad because I kind of need to do well on that. Now I'm going to the grocery store to get groceries because last week was Thanksgiving, so I don't have any food in the house, and I'm hungry. You do the math. After I get the groceries, I'm gonna make some food, and then it sounds like my group needs me to check out something for our game dev project, so I'm gonna have to do that. Sorry, I'm trying to maneuver multiple lanes at one time. Yeah, so I eat some food and then take a look at our game, which I haven't been able to look at since before we left, or before I left for break, because the computer that I do all the work on for that class is a desktop computer that I leave at my house down here at school, and it wasn't really worth lugging it all the way back home. So I was relying on my group members to do stuff. To tell you the truth, they didn't really communicate anything until like Sunday night, which was last night. A little bit concerning. I'm not expecting there to be a lot of work done, but we need a good amount of work to be done because I think the project's due like this week. Well, yeah, it's either due this week or next week, but it's probably this week. Because I probably should specify, this is the last week of classes. Next week is finals. So it's going to be a very fast-paced week. And then after I do that, hopefully I get something done on that. That kind of needs to happen. But after I'm done working on the project, I will probably go to class and then hang out on campus until my other class, and I'll go home and eat dinner. And hopefully I'll film some/most of that.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
So it's a little more overcast and it's kind of cold today. And I love it. Okay, I'm headed to my 8:30 game dev class right now. I think we actually got a fair amount done on the project, despite not having a lot done yesterday. So hopefully when we do our check-in, you won't be too mad. Okay, I just finished my game dev class. I didn't record anything because we were working the whole time, but I went. It was good. Now I'm going home. I'm gonna keep working on my operating systems assignment. As it turns out, the language that I'm doing the assignment in doesn't allow me to fulfill one of the requirements for the assignment. Without going into too much detail, I have to use processor affinity, and I'm doing the assignment, or I was doing the assignment in Java, and Java is just like not really, at least from what I can tell, is not set up to do processor affinity like really at all, or if it is, it's like really complex, and I don't have the time to do that. So I'm switching languages. I'm gonna do the assignment in C++, which the assignment's due tonight, which luckily it's still the morning, so I have some time, but I haven't done C++ in 2 years, something like that. Yeah, I think the last time I did it was for data structures when I was a sophomore. That'll be interesting. Luckily I have some references that I can use, but I gotta, because kind of the idea of sticking with one language for the entirety of this class was because all the languages have different libraries for how they do concurrency and like semaphores and stuff like that. So I was familiar. Now I'm familiar with all of those things for Java. I'm not familiar with those things for C++ at all. So I'm definitely gonna have to look at some friends' assignments from earlier in the semester to kind of get an idea of how it works, and then I'm gonna have to build this thing that is already kind of complex. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that now. Okay, to be honest, didn't do that much work. I kind of just got sick of it, but I'm gonna go to class and then I'm gonna come back and I will work on it. And then dinner, and then I have actual work tonight. So maybe I'll record that for once. We'll see.
Yeah, just the little LEDs. Oh wait, and then do I have to button C?
It should reset.
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah, it definitely does. Cool.
Sick.
And then just automatically goes back.
Yeah.
Okay, update. I met up with a friend who was having a similar issue that I was having, and we were like, that's kind of weird. Don't know why that's happening. So we did some researching, and turns out it's not Java that doesn't support processor affinity. It's Mac OS that doesn't support it, or at least is way too complex to set up for the time frame that we have. So she got a virtual machine set up on her computer for Ubuntu, and we were able to run the C++ code in the virtual machine. So we did that, and turns out our code was like pretty much right, which was very nice, because that meant we didn't have to spend as much time on it as I thought we were going to have to. So now I'm headed home to hang out for a little bit and then make some food, and then after that I will get ready for work, and then go to work, and then work. Yeah, so see you guys in a bit. Just got off work, and now I am headed home. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm tired. Okay, so my friend Taylor asked me to help her edit a video project for one of her classes, so now I'm at her house and I'm gonna go help her with that. This is too fire.
Because scaling is a thing. Because, yep, and this...
Okay, so we were doing that for a little bit too long, and now I am almost going to be late for class, but luckily she lives pretty close to campus, so I think I'm going to be okay, but I got to go to class right now.
And second of all, it can't be tap water. We're also very bougie. We get water once forever.
What sign is on for all functions?
When I left for my class this morning, I thought, oh man, sweatshirt and shorts, I might be kind of cold. And then now, 2 hours later, I've taken the sweatshirt off and I'm sweating. Gotta love California weather. Okay, it's time to go to computer architecture, my last class of the week, and I guess my last class of the semester. Whoa, that's kind of crazy. And just like that, I'm done with my last class and done with the non-finals part of the semester. Also just got off the phone with my parents, which was nice. I haven't talked to them in a little while. I figured since it's a nice day, I would, and I don't want to do any work, I figured I would go for a run. So that's where I'm going to go now. For those of you who don't know, in a previous life, I was a runner. I did cross country and track. I did cross country for all 4 years of high school. And then I did track freshman and senior year, although I don't know how much I count senior year. It was very laid back. That was a while ago, considering I'm now a senior in college. So I still run, I do. Not as often though. So this is probably gonna be kind of rough. There's a triathlete and a Chapman cross country and track runner on the track today, so I'm gonna look really bad. Oh well. Since it's the end of the semester, I would treat myself and go to my favorite restaurant in the circle, Pizza Press. Okay, well, I have a couple minutes before work starts for reasons that aren't important. So I'm gonna catch us up on some things that I probably didn't explain earlier in the video, and also kind of do an overview of what I have going for the rest of the video, the next like week and a half. Let's see. So did the first 4 days of school this week, the only 4 days of school this week. Nothing super interesting. Class was pretty much normal for all of them. Didn't do a lot of reviewing for finals in my lectures, which is kind of weird, but I guess it's fine because we'll study for it anyways. So now today's Thursday. I'm done with class. Tomorrow, the department that I work in is having like a department-wide end of the semester meeting of like, hey, good job, here's food. So that's gonna happen, and then right after that I have another shift, but we're cleaning all the holds that are on the wall and like cleaning the other room as well. So that's gonna be not that much fun, to be completely honest. But that stuff doesn't start until the afternoon, so hopefully tomorrow I can get some studying done, or I also have a homework assignment that's due tomorrow, Saturday. And why did my professor assign that? I don't know, but he did. So I have to finish that, and then probably after I finish that, I'll just keep working on my game, so that I don't have to like study for finals and then work on my game, because I don't really want to. I get into trouble when I start working on the game because I just want to keep working on it. So I'll work on it for hours, and then I will not have any time to study for my finals, and that would be really bad because some of them are going to be really hard. So yeah, assignment, and then working on my game, and then meeting, and then work, and then Saturday and Sunday just study all day. That's the plan. we'll see how that goes. I'm not expecting to end up filming that much, assuming I do study for most of the day, because that won't be that interesting. If I can make it interesting, great, but I don't see myself making it that interesting. So Monday I have 2 finals. One's at like 4:15 and then ends at like 6:45, and then the second one's at 7. So like right back to back essentially. And then that one goes till like 9 or 10 or something like that. Luckily those classes are pretty similar to each other. The information overlaps a lot, so studying for that should be a little bit easier, except for the part where there's like a lot of stuff to cover. So yeah, and then I have we're presenting our game Tuesday. That'll be super easy. I don't think I need to prepare for that at all. And then my last final will be Thursday. Right? Yeah, Thursday. So yeah, I think that's all the updates that are relevant right now. If I come up with anything else, it'll be in the next clip.